up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. We are back live. I need some rest. I have came back from Chicago, spending time and also apartment shopping in Chicago as well. So I have to live with my mom all the time. And I celebrated my grandmother's, her 88th birthday, and I was tired. So I got in here, went to bed, looked at a couple of more apartments online, and I literally went to sleep. Okay, had an amazing time, sleeping. Got up, washed my face, prepared to go back to. I went to the gym today, and I burned like over 600 calories on the treadmill for an hour. And I said, okay, we got to get this episode together, talked over with the team, and we have a lot of subject to talk about. But I didn't know I was going to get dragged today by a Danny Boy fan. All right. So a Danny Boy fan reached out to me in the DM, and they were dragging me, saying, why are you spreading rumors about him sleeping with Mary J. Blige when she was on her period? And I said, clearly, you're not a book reader, because if you would have read his book, Stranded on Death Row, he wrote in this book having a sexual relationship with Mary J. Blige when she was an adult and he was a minor, okay? And she was on her menstrual cycle, and when they were in the hotel, and she was a grown woman. And I said, clearly you did not read the man book, because it's definitely in the book that he slept with Mary J. Blige when she was a grown woman and he was a teenager and she was on her menstrual cycle. It's in the man book. And so before you try to drag me in a DM about Danny Boy, you need to read the man book, because he put it in there. I don't know, I forgot which chapter is in there, but if you just go and read it, it's definitely in there. And she was an adult. And why Mary J. Blige ain't canceled? Because she's a pedo. Because if you have relations with a minor and you an adult, you are a pedo. And it's definitely in it. And he also said it out of his own mouth that it happened. And nobody wants to cancel Mary J. Blige. She actually performed in the Super Bowl, etc. But if roles were reversed, if this was a young woman in her teenage years sleeping with a man and he was an adult, then you would say he needs to be canceled. But keep that same energy for female pedos, because they do exist. And according to Danny Boy, he didn't say this, I'm saying it, Mary J. Blige is a pedo. Because if you slept with this man when he was underage, that makes you a pedo. Okay? And so it's definitely in this book. And I highly suggest, now I didn't even purchase the book. Somebody from my audience, they sent me this book in the P.O. box, and we read it on here in the P.O. box. All right. And we read the book. And he also did an interview. Y'all can definitely get into the interview. The Art of the Dialogue is definitely on YouTube, and you can hear from his own words. So this ain't nothing that Wiley created at all. It is definitely in his book. Okay. I didn't know the page that it's on, but it's definitely in the book. And you can definitely read it for yourself of him being intimate with Mary J. Blige. It is definitely in the book. And he even said that he even missed having relations with Mary J. Blige. He said it in there. He said he even missed having a relationship with him. So it's definitely in the book. So make sure y'all read it. Read it for yourself. The name of the book is Stranded on Death Row, and you can get it on Amazon. And it's written by Danny Boy Stewart. It's in the book. I read it for myself, and you can definitely read it again. And this is actually a great book of a guy that was stranded on death row, and that gave an account of him and the CEO of that as well, because it's definitely out there in the book. And being an adopted son of Suge Knight, people don't understand that he was adopted by Suge Knight because he had to leave Chicago to go move to LA, because he was trying to be a musical icon. He was trying to be a singer. And he also was on some of I Ain't Mad at You, the iconic song he recorded with the late Tupac Shakur. And that was, but it's more to the story about it. You get more to the story because he was in the back singing background vocals for that. It is definitely in there. So make sure y'all go check it out. and it's in the book. So that fan that reached out to me, they blocked me, but I don't care if you block me because clearly you didn't hear what I had to say because it's in the man book. In his book. All right, let's move on. Now, also, it's this football, I believe, a coach, and he was arrested because a Florida high school coach allegedly filmed acts, the S word acts, between two teens in a classroom and tried to blackmail one of them into having S word with him. He was arrested. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's Yunieski. Martinez is his last name. He's 37 years old. He wears, according to his mugshot, 225 pounds, 6'5", brown eyes, and brown hair. And they said the charges was, number one, offense against students by an authority figure. Two, solicitation of a child to engage in an act that constitutes the act's battery by a custodial authority. Three, promoting a S-word performance by a child. On February the 20th, 2023, the above subject was arrested by Detective Trevor Roberts. If anyone have any information regarding the subject, please call GIU or Trevor Roberts at 305-593-6699, extension 2560. This is why you have to be very careful. And this happened at the Dorrell Charter Upper School in suburban Miami on Valentine's Day. And it's so sad that this is going on. You just never know. This is why it's so important to be watchful and to watch your children's phone. And then I was looking at other cases that was going on in Florida with people in authority figure abusing minors and taking advantage of minors because you don't know. And of these people, they have these action. Now, he wasn't in any trouble beforehand, but he got caught up because one of the teams reported him. Let me read this. They said, according to New York Post, incident went down at Dorrell Charter Upper School in suburban Miami on Valentine's Day. Mr. Martinez approached the teens and started asking them a bunch of questions. He then took them to a room to do whatever they want. While they was performing a S act, he stood in filming them through a two-way window. Wow. What's weird about this is that the footage was a camera in the classroom across the hall caught him giving the two students a thumbs up. His sick A gave one a fist bump. The next day, Mr. Martinez approached this female student and told her she needs to do something with someone more experienced. She turned him down, and Mr. Martinez threatened to lie to the other teen she had been with unless she had S with him. She ended up reporting him to the officials. Mr. Martinez was arrested on Monday. He was charged with the offense against students by authority figures, solicitation of a child engaged in an act that constitutes the S battery by custodial authority, and promoting a S-word performance by a child. He's being held on a $40,000 bond. And that is what is being reported out there. That's why you have to pay attention of the things that are going on with your children, because this is insane that he was working around children and he violated and he broke that agreement by crossing the line with some teenagers. It's really, really sad that this is going on out here in these schools. And that's why parents, you must be vigilant and watch out for your children and protect your children, because it's definitely some way. And this is his mugshot right here. So very sad that those teens, went through that. One of the teens went through that, and I'm glad that she reported it, because not only was he sick, he also recorded an act of those teenagers doing something in the classroom. Instead of him reporting it to the principal to get those children, suspended, he decided to record them all on on his phone, whatever camera or phone he had. So I said, hey, let me bring this up because these pedos should be exposed. There we go. Okay. Also in the news here, Eric Holder, as you all can see right there, was sentenced to to decades in prison for deleting Nipsey Hussle. Y'all know Nipsey Hussle was a rapper in LA, was known across the world, and you see the gentleman in the seat decided to take him out. And when he took him out, he was sentenced to 60 years in prison, breaking Eric Holder Jr. into a 60-year life in prison for the murder of Nipsey Hussle. He received 25 to life on the murder count, in addition to 25 to life for sentencing enhancement since a gun was used, and 10 years for shooting two other men that day. 60 years, even though honestly I don't think 60 years is enough, I do believe he should be having life in prison. You know why? Because he deleted somebody's life. And for acts like this, if you get guilty and it's were you and we do all the investigation and you in fact did it, then you definitely need to be on of death row. I honestly believe that. I don't believe that you should be able to be in prison and get 3 hots in a cot, and then you able to get paid by taxpayers and medical and all of that. I do believe for certain type of acts, the acts that he did do, I do believe he need to be serving. And I'm just being honest. I do believe he need to be on death row, and I'm saying it to be honest because I'm like, there's no way in the world that you doing this and don't have to serve be on death row because 60 years you're still alive. You're still alive, and your family can still get to visit you. Nipsey Hussle don't have that type of future. And that's why I want to say to rappers, y'all be careful when you're going back to the hood, when you say, hey, let's go back to the hood, let's visit the hood. Make sure that you have the best security around you. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with visiting the hood, but you have to be mindful that you are a target because of the wealth that you accumulated and the celebrity status that you accumulated, and somebody will take you out. And then also I heard that, let's be clear, I heard that, him being Nipsey was still in the street as well as in music. I don't know how true that is. I will have to do my research on it, but I heard that from someone saying that Nipsey Hussle was also in the street as well as he was in the music industry. So I don't know, because I still want to know, why did he take, Nipsey out? I still want to know that. And I'm glad that, he was found guilty, that he will not be able to harm people for the next 60 years. And by the time he get out of prison, he will be an old man if he survived those 60 years in prison. People need to understand those prisoners that's old and sickly are getting paid by, our taxpayers have to pay for that treatment, because those that are Asian, it's like a huge Asian population in prison, and you have to pay for those doctors, those caregivers, because they still have to get medical treatment, and some is bedbound, some is in wheelchairs, and we still have to take care of those people by them talking about the taxpayers. So I'm happy that this is going on, that he was serving 60 years, even though people were saying, well, Wiley, they were saying that Nipsey was saying that he was a snitch, or they had their own little past beef. I don't know, but I am excited that we can sit here and say, okay, these people have, the jury have decided to find him guilty, and he's sentenced to 60 years. I think that's an incredible thing. I was happy that the jury came to that decision, and I will continue to keep y'all updated with this story to see if he's Eric Holder Jr., if he's going to file an appeal. I will let you all know. Okay. And also, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, because, like I said, I wasn't really a fan of his music, but one of the songs I like is Last Time That I Checked. I like that record. I heard that record on You People, and they said that was a Nipsey Hussle record. So I am a fan of some of his songs. Not everything. I'm a fan of that record. Last Time That I Checked. That's the record that I'm a fan of. Not a fan of all of it, but that's the fan of the record that I am a fan of. Okay, that was that. Now, Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams was outside, y'all, looking amazing. The same Wendy Williams that got a conservative, that she lost her mind, that she got Graves' disease. This woman has been outside And I am excited that this woman has been outside. I'm excited that she's outside having this amazing conversation. And I'm excited that she is here. I'm super excited that she is here. I'm excited that she's outside. I'm excited. I don't know if she's ready to go back in television because, like I said, she's not the big person to be on television because a lot of times, she is not the top fan. She be falling out and stuff like that. She's kind of not too good in her mind, but I am super excited that she's outside having fun and she's on the paparazzi taking pictures of her and stuff like that. I don't know if she's ever going to do a podcast because it's never came out. I don't think that she's in a position to do a podcast. I don't know. I am not going to say that maybe she is a type of person that will come out and do a podcast. I don't know. But I love the fact that this sister is out. She had on her shorts. I mean, really, really short. And she had on a nice little jacket. I'm just excited that, sis is outside. I don't know if she will ever get rid of the conservatorship because I do believe there's something wrong with her mentally, that she's declining in that department. But I just think that she's doing enough just to come out and just take a picture and laugh and all that. Because I do believe that she do have a conservatorship over her. And anytime you get a conservatorship over you, that means you're not mentally there to take care of your business, or someone is taking advantage of you due to your mental decline. So I'm happy that she have a conservatorship. I'm happy that a conservative is making a decision of paying her bills, paying her rent, because some people were definitely taking advantage. They were saying that her son was taking advantage of her, and other people was like just spending money that she didn't have. So I'm happy that somebody's over her finances, because if it was up to her, she would just be broke. You got to be careful, because anytime you're going through and people got access to your accounts, to your card, people can really go in. And I'm hearing that the son tried to buy some items on the card and it got declined and it was flagged by the bank. And one of her former employees reported her to the bank, and they had that whole conversation saying, okay, now it's time for her to be having a conservative. Now, a lot of people don't like this, but Wendy talked a lot of mess, and I know people are saying it's her karma. No, she didn't take care of herself. The karma is when, she didn't take care of herself. She probably was annoying to Graves' disease. You got to really take care of your diet. And she was doing a lot of drinking. It wasn't the fact that she was just talking about people. Ain't nothing wrong with talking about people, because most of the stuff she said was public record. And some stuff wasn't, but she was just doing her job. It was that she was drinking heavily while she was diagnosed with Graves' disease. You don't supposed to be drinking all the alcohol. You drinking the alcohol, and you gotta, it messes your whole spirit up. And they said she drink, not just drinking a sip. They said she drink until she get drunk. So no, you don't supposed to be doing that. And then also I heard that she was still dealing with that white booger sugar. The white booger sugar is the sugar that you take. They call it the cocaine. That's what I heard. So they said she was drinking heavily and she was doing the booger sugar. Y'all hear me? That she was doing all of these things, and then it came a time that it was putting wear and tear on her body. I have family members, all they do is drink. And it's affecting their body. And I have to say allegedly, not really allegedly, because it's been public record. The reason why she lost her job, that she was trying to sleep with DJ Booth and give DJ Booth some of that punani when she was drunk. Thank you, real E state of mind. Thank you, brother. We just got off a Clubhouse with him. So I'm just saying, she tried to give him that yoni, and he refused her advances, and she fired him. And then shortly after that, her show, the Wendy Williams show, was canceled. And a black woman named Sherry Shepherd came in and snatched her show. Do you remember that? Came in, took that lady's show. And when they took it and gave it to another person, another woman, Sherri Shepherd. So I have to say it. She was trying to give her yoni to DJ Booth. And they got rid of her. They got rid of DJ Booth. And don't get me wrong, I like some of Sherri Shepherd's show. I haven't watched one lately because by the time it come on, I'm asleep. I am knocked out. So when it first came on television, I watched it. And I watched a lot of Wendy shows because when her show come on, I'd be at work and I would watch The View and Wendy show. Because I think Wendy came on after The View. So I did watch some of her show. Okay. Like I haven't even watched Jennifer Hudson's show. I haven't. Sometimes I watch Jennifer Hudson. I haven't watched none of it. I watched some clips because I prefer them shows be on the internet. Just like I try to watch Jason's show live. But if I miss the show, I just watch it online. Yeah, I watch it when it come on YouTube. So congratulations, Wendy Williams. That was a beautiful smile, and it's good seeing you outside. It's a good thing. I will not forget, Jason Lee was saying that Wendy Williams was married, and people, somebody from Wendy's camp said that Jason is a lie. Wendy is not married. It's not true. And so Jason recorded Wendy Williams, and she said, "I'm married. I don't care who knows it." And Jason asked her, "Do you want me to help you with the podcast?" "Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. That's Rob's job. He's going to do it. No, thank you. No, thank you." He recorded her and put it out there on Hollywood Unlocked. Do y'all remember that? And it was a big thing. Okay? So that's how that is. No, thank you. And he will always try to get an interview with Wendy, and Wendy would never come on the show. Y'all remember that? So I'm happy. So ever since Wendy did that, I was always showing love to Wendy Williams. I think she was amazing. Thank you, Wendy. One day you will be on the Wiley Show. Okay. This other subject, Boosie and T.I, let me tell you. So T.I was having a conversation saying that he told the police about someone that is, I believe, deceased, that they helped solve a murder by snitching on somebody. And Boosie was like, that person that he snitched on was his cousin. And he said that T.I is a snitch. If you cooperate anytime with law enforcement, you a rat and all that type of stuff. And I'm like, Boosie, shut up. That street culture don't mean a thing. If I'm facing 5 years or 10 weeks in jail, and I got some information that can get me out immediately, guess what I'm going to do? I'm telling. I am not about to go and serve years or decades in prison. And if I got some vital information, I'm going to keep it to myself. No, I'm telling. And most people that when they are confronted with prison time, they're going to talk. A lot of these people do not believe by that no snitching code. Maybe back in the day, but not today. If you go in that interrogation room and you're facing some hard time and you can get out by telling on somebody, 9 out of 10 chances you flipping to get out of that jail cell. So the idea that Boosie talking about is foolish, because if you facing 30, 40 years in prison, you gonna tell. Now, some people I ain't gonna tell it. Like Lil Durk, he didn't cooperate with the cops about it. He got a lawyer. He got off. He could have told on somebody. So some people really do believe and really stand on that street code of not snitching. Brother Wiley ain't standing by that snitch code. If I'm about to serve decades in prison, I am telling the world what is going on. There's nowhere in the world I'm about to deal with this pressure. Thank you, real East State of Mind, brother. Thank you, brother, for that $5 super sticker. Thank you. And I don't tell it. No, I'm not about to waste my life so I don't have to live by that code of no snitching. That is so foolish to me. That is very foolish. So no, I ain't living that. That's why I couldn't be in no game. Because if I get caught, I'm telling everybody. I'm telling on everybody. Everybody. Do something in my neighborhood, I'm cooperating with the cops. That's why the hood is in the condition it is today, because people don't want to tell on nobody. Not me. I'm a Karen all day. Call me my Karen. Hollering all day. See something weird in my neighborhood? I'm calling the cops in a second. Thank you, Hello Beautiful, for that $5 super sticker. Thank you. I'm getting on that phone. Hello, yes, this is Mark Karen. I see 3 tall African-American men in my neighborhood. Can you send the cops? It's too many of them congregating, playing dice, acting a fool. Can you sit back up in a second? So I will call in a second. Mark Karen, that's the name. I don't play no games. I thought my day was doing something. They was on the phone. I heard too much cussing and Espanol. So I was gonna call the policia in a second. I don't play. I will call them in a second. They said, I don't play no games. So don't do it in front of me. So I understand what Boosie is talking about, but I don't agree. And so he would tell on somebody too if he was facing a lot of decades in prison. The same thing T.I. And then T.I. got caught up. Oh, I was just joking. It was a joke. It was a satire. It was all of that. So it was all of that. I'm like, bruh, you know you snitch, and it's okay being a snitch. It is okay. Ain't nothing wrong snitching. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because you weren't joking. You were keeping it real. And you got exposed by brother Boosie. And now people call it to question your street cred. And now you're saying, well, I was just joking. You ain't joking about snitching. You got caught up and exposed. And now you said, I didn't mean to say that. This is why we have the Wiley Show. This is why we are keeping it real. Okay? Because you wasn't joking. You was telling it real about snitching. You knew you was keeping it at real. You was snitching. Okay? Let you be facing life in prison. You a snitch in a second. All right. let's move on. So y'all already know we broke the exclusive on the Wiley Show about Tommy Lee and Natalie Nunn in a whole fight. But things are going on with Tommy Lee. She did apologize to Chris Brown for making fun of Chris Brown's son, for saying some things that was not right. And she lost her page. She lost her Instagram page. Her Instagram page has been disabled. I don't know because of violence. I don't know if it was because she was posting something and the Breezy family did something to it. I don't know. What we do know is she do have a backup page. She did apologize because you do know on February the 25th, in about a couple of days, they're going to have a Zeus pay-per-view with Natalie and with Tommy. They're going to be having a boxing match. And then there's going to be Floyd Mayweather and some other guy I don't know going to be in the ring. And so I don't know if we're paying for the $29.99 or we free because we got the app. So I'm not 100% sure that we are a subscriber on Zeus, do we get access to the fight for the $4.90 or the $6.99 what we pay, or do we have to pay the $29.99? I don't know. Hopefully y'all can let me know in the chat in there. Hopefully y'all can let me know. I'm not sure. But I will say this was all that was pre-planned. Like it wasn't real. It was just pre-planned. I think Natalie slipped and fell wasn't planned, but obviously they planned it and to record and stuff like that. It's sad that she lost her page or her page is disabled because it was a lot of footage that could have, a lot of traction on her page that she could have gotten, and then she already paid that scrub sword with the CNA scrubs. Um, you know, they already paid for that promo, so I don't know if they're gonna get a refund or any of that. So we will let y'all know about that because Instagram is totally against fight videos. So you would have came out better posting that video on Twitter or having a Patreon and posting it, but they are totally against posting stuff with the violence. Okay, we definitely say I personally would like to see Tommy Lee and Jocelyn going back and forth, but of course I don't work for Zeus. I'm not Mr. Plummer. I don't work for Zeus at all. I'm not a producer of Zeus. But if I was a producer, I would have said there would have been more with Tommy Lee versus Jocelyn. I think that would have been an incredible show. And I think it would have been an awesome fight. It would have got a lot of clicks and views all over between that. I'm just not a fan of Natalie, not at all. I think she just talked too much. I think that, she's just a little bit too much. And I heard that, she cheating on her husband. That's what I heard. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm just not a fan of this whole Tommy versus Natalie. I'm so sick of Natalie. I think they give her a little bit too much. And that's the thing about the networks. They be having the same people on the network over and over. I'm just tired of it. I need new people in the network to have a good time because I'm just so tired of seeing the same people over and over and over again. Like, just like the Dasha Network, they got maligned. Like I'm just so tired. Where's the new talent? Where is the new talent at? You know what I'm saying? Just not no way. But I will be watching the fight. I will be reviewing it as well on my show, and I'll review it live on the Wiley Show immediately following the match. I will be live on my show, and I will be covering Tommy versus Natalie. I don't know if Floyd going to lose because I think a lot of his fights he paid for the people for him to win. I don't think he will lose that fight. And you know what I'm saying? To lose all that, I don't believe it. So we will see all of that. And like I said, Tommy Lee, you got to be careful posting on your page because, like I said, Instagram don't play that. Like on my page, I just put dance videos, pictures of me, and everything. I don't do it, and I just don't do it. Okay, not for me, not at all. Now, how many of y'all gonna be watching the fight? Press 1, you're watching. Press 2, you're not watching. Press 1, you're gonna watch. Press 2, you not gonna watch. Press 1, you watching the pay-per-view. Press 2, you're not gonna watch. Press 1, you watching the pay-per-view. Press 2, you're not gonna watch. Press 1, you're watching. Press 2, you're not gonna watch. Press 1, you're watching. Press 2, you're not gonna watch. Wow. Look at this. All the twos. Press 1, you're watching. Press 2, you're not gonna watch. Press 1, you're watching. So it's just gonna be me and Miss G watching. Press 2, you're not gonna watch. I'm finding me. Okay. Press 1, you're watching. Press 2, you're not gonna watch. Don said 3, LOL. So we're gonna review it because a lot of y'all gonna have to tune into my recap. All right. Put them down. All right, now I reached out to you for an interview. You didn't respond. You got to come on the show. And you too, Tommy Lee. I'm a CNA as well. All right. I'm a CNA as well. Okay. Well, this particular subject, you guys, concerning Storm Monroe. So apparently, people were sending me DMs of his OnlyFans because they posted on Lipstick Alley. They posted to me. They tagged me. They showed me all of it. And you can kind of tell that he was excited. He got a nice size peen, playing with himself. And that was pretty much like the OnlyFans. And, you know, you got Tasha K trying to pay bloggers to find Storm house. You got the employee trying to put a case out on Vine. And, you know, she texted me. She wanted me to cooperate with the judge. We refused this time. I'm not testifying to the judge. I'm not going to the judge about Von Ray. Not going to happen. No, Von did not send me no pictures of you in his DM, any of that. I'm not cooperating with the cops trying to get him locked up because she still got a protective order against Vaughn. Now, if Vaughn is crazy enough to send out DMs to people with her name in it, it's a violation of the protective order because you can't communicate with her through a third party. So if he's doing that, that's on him. But no, I'm not cooperating with the. You can text me to you blue in the face. I'm not cooperating. No, I don't need free tickets to Tasha K taping show. I'm not even going to her taping. Why would I go to somebody's show that have me blocked on social media? Why would I put more money in her pocket and I'm already blocked on her social media? If I wasn't blocked, then maybe I would have bought 10 tickets and sent 10 of the producers to my show. I'll be 10 producers to her show. But since I'm blocked, I'm not doing it. Okay. But apparently, Storm is upset because bloggers coming after them trying to find out where he live. They are searching his friend Facebook list. They trying to find his family members. They're doing a little bit too much. One got dumped by Armand Wiggins because friend is mad that Armand left him for Storm. And that's what you got to do. You got to stop picking up people's battles. Like, I don't pick up my friend. You battle with somebody, you go and battle that. Because the same day I pick up and start dragging this person, you might make up with that person the next day. So I'm not being that foolish and stuff like that. You know, Armand, I text him. He texts me back. We trying to work on that, and we trying to plan a sit down interview, trying to plan one. Hopefully it goes through, and we can definitely do a sit down in LA, or he can do a sit down here in Texas. It is the I would say the line of communication is open. But you have to be very mindful of making up with people. I mean, breaking up with people or exposing somebody, and the next day they make up. That's particularly happened with Storm and with Armand. Now, Storm can learn something from Armand by his equipment and stop dealing with Blue Yetis. And then he took away the Burger King headphones and all of this stuff because they trying to find out where he live at. And he getting it. And I said, why are you giving YouTubers with less than 30,000 promo? Like that, you would never learn that for your mentor. But apparently, they're getting real close to finding out a secret boyfriend that Storm got out somewhere. And he apparently, because there ain't nowhere in the world that you're going to put somebody in the title that got way less subscribers than you, give them all this free promo unless they on to something. Unless you got a boyfriend stashed in that apartment somewhere and that you travel with. Now, if you do, it is best that you come on out and don't allow a blogger to expose you, because why would you put that? Armand Wiggins will never. He will never put my name in a title unless we doing a sit-down interview and having a conversation. But I don't see him ever putting my name in the title unless I find out some damaging information about him and I'm about to expose it. Then maybe he would do it. And then Storm telling us how much he spent money at Delta Airlines. Then Storm started saying the F word. Then Storm tried to do all of this type of stuff over and over. And clearly, Storm probably is hiding something. What is making him want to get butt naked and stuff like that? Is it for money? Why haven't you have rental properties? You made a lot of money on YouTube, but you wasting it by just traveling. Where's your rental properties to make the money go and do itself? So I went out here and I saw all of this, all on Twitter, all on Instagram. People were sending it to me, him just with no clothes on, showing his peen on hard. Didn't show that. Like I said, he got a nice size. I'm not gonna get size. I could tell he still got the jelly rolls on his back because he's still like losing the weight or something. And you see it all on camera. You see it all on the camera. He's right there in front of it. But until we actually see him getting on with a woman, I'm not impressed. Like, I'm not going to pay. Reason why I'm not going to pay for his OnlyFans because he's not getting on with a woman. I'm not doing it at all. I'm not doing that. He's not playing around for a woman. And until I see him screw a female, I'm not believing that he like women. Until I actually see him getting on with a female, it is what it is. I've been offered to do OnlyFans. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. But it's probably on my bucket list to have an OnlyFans. I remember I posted a video of me stroking my chicken on the Brandy poster. So I get it. But that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. That was when I was in Chicago. I did that. But apparently he must be having some type of money issues that he now have to stroke that chicken for cash. That's maybe it. And he spent most of all his money on traveling, and he don't have no rental properties. No stream income. He just fly. I want to travel, but I want multiple streams of income. Okay? And a lot of people ain't fooling with him or with Armand because they interviewed a pedo. Yes, they did. And took advantage and embraced the pedo with a hug because the pedo got money and paid them to do that collaboration. It went nowhere. Majority of the comments under that video, they were dragging Larry, Armand the Drunk, and Storm Monroe. They was dragging them all. Okay? They were dragging them all. And so when you make it good money, and then when you lose, you got to make sure you get rental properties. So when the revenue of YouTube go down, you can still survive and still thrive. All right? That's why I did not increase. I was thinking about, well, let me get this. I'm making sure get an apartment when in Chicago. I can stay with my mama. Thank God. And still pay rent, but nowhere near the rent, like the rent that really costs. And I said, Mom, I want to get a nice place, help you out with the rent, I want to get a nice place out here. I don't want to live in the hood. And so my budget is finding a place for about $1,400, and because she lived out there in the boondocks, and so that's how I have to do it. So you better get you some rental properties, better get you a subway. I'm investing. Like if I start making these six figures and making good money on YouTube, I'm investing that money and not just traveling. I'm investing in some type of business, whether it's rental properties, whether it's owning a Subway or a McDonald's, so I can get other streams of income coming in. Most definitely have a book, my books and merchandise as well. And this is what we're going to do when we have this situation. We're going to make it fun. But you see Storm, he upset with bloggers and putting their name in the title. His mentor, he ain't learned nothing from Armand. You making that person that is against you more stronger. Yeah. Because when you talk about people that you don't like, you're making them grow. Because that person that you talk about, they're going to subscribe and see what is his or her rebuttal. What's her rebuttal? You talking about her. So what is her rebuttal? And then you put her in the title. So, you're helping her grow. Why would you do that when you were supposed to be Tasha K. mentee? You ain't learned nothing. You mean to tell me, did you learn for Armand Wiggins? No, you didn't learn nothing. Neither the person you talking about didn't learn nothing from Armand. They should be further than what they is because they were sitting around a man that had the skill set but didn't learn nothing. Armand sitting back enjoying his life. He's under the influence, but he's enjoying his life. You would never see Armand Wiggins put my name in a title. Who's going to win for that? Me. So when you do that, you make your competitor stronger. Either A, you do have something to hide, and you don't want it to come out, you better jump ahead of it and come out with an announcement and say, hey, this is my boyfriend, I'm living my best life, so you can be ahead of it. I don't think that you should get exposed. You should get exposed because that's going to make you look like a weak person. It is sad that you got to get naked because you're going through financially. Stop spending all your money doing all that traveling. I'm doing all that. So I'm just keeping it all the way real. Yes, I was invited to go to Tasha K event, and I was going to buy 10 tickets. And I thought about it to my team. One of the persons, thank you so very much. She said, Wiley, don't do that. She got you blocked. Don't give her a dime. Why get 10 tickets to send tip you to her show and she got you blocked? Don't do it. And I changed my mind. I said, I'm not going to do it. 10 tickets. Giving her nothing. Because she came on this platform and lied and said that she's going to get some of her teammates to help me with the camera. Didn't do that, liar. Then she said, I'm going to put you on my app for free. Another lie. And I'm not doing her dirty work. I don't care if Storm got a boyfriend stashed somewhere unless you got the video footage to bag it up, then we'll talk about it. I can put my watermark on it. But no, I'm not dealing with that with Von Ray trying to put that black man in jail. I'm not participating in that because the employee should have kept her legs closed to a man that was locked up in jail. You the one that reached out to Von Ray, employee. You the one that took him to the hotel and opened up your legs and let him come at you without a condom. You the one that got butt naked and he saw your sagging body and he went back and exposed you to the internet. You the one that got involved with Von and got on the phone and texted him and emailed him. You the one that did all of that. So you the one deal with the pressure and the drama that comes with dating somebody that was in jail. You did that. So you sit in that hard bed that you created. You did it. You opened your legs up to Von. Yes, you did. So while opening up your legs to him, you got to deal with the repercussions of that. So if you believe that he's a clout chaser and that he's stalking you, you go to the judge. I don't want to be a part of it because I don't know you or Von Ray. Never met neither one of y'all. So, of course, I don't want to be involved with going on the judge, going to court, and all that stuff. Talking about you would send me a flight to go to the courtroom with you. I don't need that flight because I ain't going. If you do send me a flight, I'll go there. I won't even show up to the court date. I'll go and meet my people, all my people out there. So, no, I'm not going. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm not trying to come at nobody. But you the one that did it. And you can't blame nobody but yourself. I'm out of my own business. I'm not trying to bother nobody. But when you bring it to my front door, I ain't participating in that. Right, Paul? We ain't doing that. You got involved with brother Von because you thought that he was going to work with KB Studios and you fell in love with a prison person in jail. Out of all the men you could have slept with, you slept with person like Von Ray. Don't get me wrong, he's very attractive. And I understand, very attractive brother. But you got to deal with that because you should have listened to the history of Brother Von. But you ignored that because you were so desperate for the pain. And yes, you should be on Love After Lockup. Yes, you should. Because you would be a great episode. Okay? And I'm just keeping it real. So when she reached out, I said, you wanted that pain. And now you wrong because he doing his own thing. And now you want him to be locked up. And I told Von, I said, ever since you said you get engaged, that lit a fire under the employee. And ever since you announced that and bringing all the women on your podcast that you smashing, she is going to be upset about that. Because I said she still follow you under another account. She still follow you under another account. And I see it right then and there. And this is why in my close on this subject to Storm is just focus on your content. Your content haven't been the same lately. I don't know what ain't clicking. I don't know if you got to get into the hood of YouTube for clicks because that's what they do. They get into the T sector, their views drop in the T sector, and they go right in the hood sector. And I was telling the producer, I said, well, Storm views haven't been hitting the same. It haven't. And so what he have to do is do what many other YouTubers that are doing. They will go to smaller content creators and use them as content for clicks and views because their views are not the same. And me and Storm fell out because he's fake and phony. He's very fake. So I don't give a damn if he get exposed. He needs to get exposed. Armand ain't gonna defend him. Neither is Dr. Petto. He ain't gonna defend him. So if he get exposed, then let him get exposed because he the reason why it's exposed because he should have came out of the closet years ago. So if he get it because he's fake, he had a perfect opportunity to give me a shout out and then do it fake. He was up there with Dr. Petto embracing a Petto, hugging a Petto, kissing a Petto. He fake. That man got exposed. Y'all gonna see in my YouTube short of him on the show saying, I don't have you blocked. Kept talking, man, I don't have you clicking in this phone. I don't have you blocked. I don't have, oh, wait a minute. Your name is blocked. Wait a minute, wait. Your name is blocked. Got exposed in real time. And then he said, oh, I gotta go. My phone died. Do y'all remember that? Got exposed in real time. Fake. And so now he have to go down in the gutter for clicks and views because he's so afraid to get in the gutter with celebrities. He's afraid of getting sued because he eating up all his money and traveling with his boyfriend to Jamaica and all these places. Talking about he got all these friends getting married. No, that's what you with your man. And now you got to respond because Tasha and the employee sent that blogger some very damaging information about his name. Now, I was that person who cares about his name with his name wasn't always Storm Monroe, but it becomes a scandal when you keep that from the general public and you get exposed because the scandal comes in, you didn't share that with your audience. You know what I'm saying? You didn't put it out there to your audience. And I understand that. Like, don't get me wrong, Storm definitely have really worked on his body and he got a nice size peen, but I don't think it's for women. And if it is, I want to see him screw a female on camera on your OnlyFans to make me look at it differently. I really don't care about his whole lifestyle. That's what he chooses. But when he do come out the closet, you get more clicks and views from the LGBTQIA community. So it's up to you to make that decision to come on out. Just like what this brother shared in his book. He talked about Ray J, all the people that he's slept with in the industry. or he alluded to sleeping with in the industry. And this brother got a story to tell of all the guys in the industry he slept with. And according to Jason Lee's ex, his ex-boyfriend said he was amazing in the bed. And I understand it. So, to Jason Lee, when Storm exposed Jason, people now is trying to expose Storm. And Armand ain't got nothing to say because he's too busy trying to get a check from the Dasha Network. He's trying to get a check from Bingo. His views are hidden real. And Storm is in the chat on his show responding to people with less numbers. Look how the tables have turned. Look how the tables have turned. Now, Armand do respond to people on Station Head. I just got a text from somebody. He do respond to smaller YouTubers on Station Head. Yes, he do. Yes, absolutely. I agree. To that regard, he do respond to YouTubers on Station Head. He do. Oh, yes, he does. On his Station Head, he name drop. He talk about them on Station Head. But I rarely see him putting their name in the title. I could be wrong unless it was Jason. Now, he did that to Jason Lee, and now he regret doing it to Jason Lee. Because Jason Lee is doing wonderful over there on Revoke TV. And Armand is begging and pleading with Milan to go work over there on Dash Network. Okay? But as you can see, he got a nice size ping. And it's not Photoshop. It is live. It is live on video. It's live on video. Live on video. Slinging it. It was live on video. It wasn't a picture. It was live. And it was slinging. It was swinging it around like a jump rope. Okay? So we're going to keep y'all updated on it. Like I said, I'm not subscribing to it until he out there screwing a woman. And then I subscribe. But until then, no. Ain't getting my money. Not at all. Now, this other subject, my last subject here, we at the hour mark here. We talking about Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, Bishop Whitehead, and Larry Reid. So today, I had the pleasure of watching Bishop Whitehead. I had the pleasure of watching Bishop Whitehead video. And Bishop Whitehead were talking about how it was an article that was on a New Yorker saying, I want to make sure I get the headline that he was talking about this. So give me a second. I want to get the headline. This was on the New Yorker. And it is called how Eric Adams started mentoring a con man. It's on the New Yorker. It was by Eric Latch. And it said Eric Adams' friends and allies have puzzled over his relationship with Lamar Whitehead, a Foster Brooklyn church leader. Okay, then it gets into details, and I'm going to post that article in the chat, and you all can read the article for yourself because it's a little lengthy. And Bishop Whitehead was responding to it. Bishop Whitehead claimed that Larry Reid was working with the FBI to get him locked up. And he said the man that accused him of scamming a business owner, that man is working with Larry Reid, and Larry Reid is working with the FBI to take him down, because Bishop Whitehead said he was called to expose Larry Reid on how he was destroying the churches and exposing the churches. And Larry Reid is the root cause of him being locked up, because he was sending the FBI information. I said, I get what you're saying, Bishop Whitehead. But again, I don't believe that the FBI would just take Larry Reid account for to arrest you. I believe that whatever happened, whatever evidence they have, whatever witness they have, is very damaging, because the FBI is not going to just take on a case just off the word of Larry Reid. Now, did Larry snitch to the FBI? He did. He's a snitch. He snitched. All right. But I don't believe that, they just took Larry Reid words on his own. Now, Larry Reid probably led them into the right direction, so who to talk to, and they probably told the FBI that you scammed them out their hard-earned money, that the former church member that's up in age, that you got her out of a lot of money as well. Now, Larry probably called the Federal Bureau of Investigation and snitched about you to them, but they did their due diligence by reaching out to the victims, or the alleged victims, of how you, Bishop Whitehead, scammed them out of money. Now, yes, you exposed Larry of being a pedo. Yes, I believe Larry Reid is a pedo. Yes, I believe Larry Reid slept with Levante underage. Yes, I believe there's other victims out there. He didn't just do it to Levante. He did it to other young men out there, allegedly, if that's what you believe. And if he want to sue, he must sue Levante. He must sue Tasha. He even must sue you, Bishop Whitehead, if he just want to sue somebody. Okay? All right. So that's just how that is. So if he want to sue, he got to sue all of these different parties, because it's in public domain that Larry Reid is a pedo. That's in public domain. That's in public domain, that you can really reach out and see that Larry Reid violated teenagers, boys. And that man went and paid everybody, and it did not change the narrative. That man threw money at Blogger to silence, and it's still, that narrative is out there that he slept with Levante. Now, back to this article. In this article, what this person said, they don't like Eric Adams at all. But Eric Adams was being accused of not doing right by residents in New York. It was one person reached out to me saying in their building they haven't had heat for weeks, and they've been complaining to Eric Adams. He ain't done nothing. They say that Eric Adams really not a good mayor. They said he just love to go to concerts and all that. He ain't doing really nothing in New York and helping the city, those residents that really need help. That's what I heard from residents that lives in New York that's low income. I'm just saying. But to Bishop Whitehead, I understand why, because he was associated with Eric, but Bishop said on his show that he don't know Eric Adams like that. He said he don't know him like that. Because in the article, it is in there, it got his picture. This was written on January the 14th, almost a month or so ago. They said about a year ago, not long after Eric Adams was sworn into mayor of New York, his old friend and church leader named Lamar Whitehead went to an auto shop in the Bronx to drop off a Mercedes-Benz G-Class SUV and that had been in a crash. Whitehead led a small church in Brooklyn called Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministry. People called him Bishop. The shop he visited, No Limit Auto Body, was operated by a man named Brandon Belmonte. Was involved in a real estate. Federal prosecutors will later refer to Bill Monty as a businessman. The Mercedes was a $25,000 job. Bill Monte paid the $30,000 bill for a rental replacement while the work was getting done. Whitehead wanted more. He basically said, "You got to give me another $5,000." Bill Monte recalled, "I said, bro, the job was only $25,000. 30 and 5 is 18. The price was $7,000. I'm gonna make zero." It occurred in Belamonte that Whitehead was trying to negotiate. He was asking for a kickback. He promised to make it worth Belamonte. Wow, I got City Hall in my back pocket, Whitehead said, according to Belamonte. Whitehead explains that he was close with Adams going back to when Adams was a Brooklyn borough president. He told that Belamonte that Adams had once offered him a $50 million construction contract. Eric's doing big things, Whitehead continued. I got to get mine. He mentioned a property that Belamonte was developing in the Bronx. He said that Eric Adams can make it a homeless shelter and you will get city benefits. Belamonte recalled Whitehead offered to broker a meeting with Adams, and he kept telling me we're going to make millions together. Belamonte said he said, "You got to give me the $5,000 or I'm going to beat you up." Whitehead, through his lawyers, denied this and other accounts of his action described in this article. On Friday's advice, Belamonte called an investigator at the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan. "I said, I think the mayor of New York is in on the tape." Belamonte recalled, and he said, "What do you mean?" The investigator, Pastian colleagues, and Belamonte told him that his story. I said, "The mayor of New York is trying to extort me through someone else." He said the next morning, the FBI arrived at Belamonte's door. They asked Belamonte to call Whitehead to begin recording. Belamonte told Whitehead that he was ready to do business with him and with the mayor. Since the early days of the political career, Eric Adams has been fed off allegations of corruption. In 1994, when Adams was a 33-year-old transit cop mounting a long shot campaign for Congress, his opponent, Representative Major Owens, accused him of staging a break-in his own campaign office. Nothing came of the police investigation into the matter. In 2010, during Adams' tenure as chairman of the state Senate Racing Gaming Committee, a report from the state inspector general implicated him in a bid rigging scheme for the Queens, a gambling racetrack establishment. Adams maintained that the report was orchestrated by Republicans. So you can really read that. Whoever this person that wrote this article don't like Eric Adams. Okay, they think the man is corrupt. I don't know if Eric Adams is corrupt. I just want to see how he's taking care of the city for the low-income residents in the city of New York. And the people I talk to, they say he's trash. All right, but let's go into further with Larry Reid. Into this thing with Bishop Whitehead. I believe Bishop Whitehead would have stayed silent on Larry Reid if Larry Reid and his co-conspirators did not make fun of him being robbed. And Bishop Whitehead is upset that Larry Reid was making fun of him being robbed, and that his 8-year-old child had a weapon in her face when he was being robbed, and he didn't like that Larry was making fun of him. He right. When this Bishop Whitehead thing came out, Larry did a lot of videos, got a lot of traction with that, and so now Larry don't even mention Bishop Whitehead because now Bishop Whitehead exposed him of being a pedo, and also Tasha K exposed here with Lavantre's mother, and also LeBron James' brother, and also Levantry himself, instead of Larry Reid being a pedo. So these are all the things that's going on. Do I believe that Larry Reid is a pedo? Yes, I believe it 1,000%. And I do believe that he did those things to Levantry. Now, I'm glad that it was exposed because those people like that do need to be exposed. And I believe that Larry worked with the FBI to shut Bishop Whitehead down because he knew that Bishop Whitehead was going to expose some of the things that he were doing with young teenage boys. Okay. And then Bishop Whitehead did say when they go to court that he's going to subpoena Larry Reid medical records. He said he's going to subpoena those records. So I don't know. And Larry Reid has been dodging the process server for a while. And they finally served him. And now he have to deal with the consequences. So now I'm about to open up the phone lines. If y'all want to call in and speak on this, we ask you that you please do not use profanity. The number will be on the screen here, 972-674-9462. That is the number, 972-674-9462. That is the number. If you want to call in and give your thoughts, you're more than welcome. We will take a couple of callers if you are more than welcome to call in. But Bishop Whitehead did say, I'm going to bring up his medical subpoena, his phone records, and also his medical records. That's what the man said. He said, I'm about to subpoena the medical records. That's what he said. So we already made it that we will be covering this lawsuit, and we will be going to the courthouse. If it goes to trial, we raise the funding to get us to New York to talk about this as well, because we don't play no games. So we're going to see how this is going to be played out in the future. And he said he's going to show this and subpoena those records. Again, I know for a fact that you can't subpoena the records because they did the same thing with Tasha K subpoena Cardi B record. I remember that. When Tasha K subpoena Cardi B records, that's what happened. I remember that. Okay, so the number is 972-674-9462. Also, we're going to make the lives a little bit earlier, maybe like 5 or 6 o'clock. So give people enough time to call in because I know it's kind of late on the East Coast. Like right now, it's about 10:59 on the East Coast, and I know on the West Coast, it's about 7:59. So we're going to make the lives a little bit earlier on there, okay? And we will see y'all of how the episode. We will definitely that is the number. And also too, you guys, we got a couple of more weeks. Maybe how many more weeks we got? Almost less than a week for the voting. So if you have not voted for us, we were nominated for YouTuber of the Year, Boss Bay YouTuber of the Year. If you have not voted for us, please vote for us. That is the number. Okay. That is the number. If you could definitely vote for us, that is the number. If you have not voted for us, please do vote for us. And you can vote for us as well. It is on the site. If you have not voted for us, you can vote for us as well. We were nominated, and I'm going to post it up in the chat. Like I said, we were nominated for an award, and a lot of people have already voted. But if you have not sent a vote in, please hit that. Hit it. Vote for us, okay? If you have to vote on your partner's phone as well, vote. We ask you for you all to vote. And like I said, it is free to vote. You must live in the United States, and you will be able to vote for us. And if you need help voting for us as well, just vote. If you have any problems with it, vote. Send us a text. All you got to do is click on the link and vote. If it says on there, you can just vote. It is free to vote for us. And I will drop that link in there as well. So if you have not voted, hit that button and vote. And there we go. I pinned the comment in there as well. Hit that and vote. Thank you all so very much. And we got another announcement to make. We'll be in Vegas the first weekend in October. That is what we're doing the first weekend in October, that we are going there as well. And we will be in Vegas. So if you want to attend that event on October 6th through the 9th, where we just going around Vegas having a good time, you can send me an email to RSVP because we're going to be sending y'all very soon the party bus or how much it's going to cost for the party bus. So give me a second. And that email address is Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. That is Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. Okay. All right. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hi, Wally. How are you?
All right.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you now. Wally, I have a one question. Well, maybe a couple of them. Because you have mentioned a number of times about how well endowed you are. Am I correct?
Question about what? What is your question?
Hello?
What is your question?
Hello? Hello?
I said,
Hello?
what is your question? Can you hear me?
Hey, what happened to Wally?
I said, what is your question? I'm listening to you. What is your question? Go ahead.
Oh, I wanted.
What is
Oh,
your
okay.
question?
I didn't hear. I wanted to know, who's bigger, you or Storm?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. I'm not.
You
I don't. I don't.
you done saw Storm and you
I,
know.
I'm not going to compare sizes, man.
Okay, I was just asking.
Stupid question. Asking me to compare size one another, man, and probably didn't even donate to the Wiley Show. Like, come on now. Here's me talking about to compare. Chow. Ask me to compare sizes. I'm not doing that. I'm not comparing no size. Not at all. All right. Hey, yes, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hello, Wally. How are you?
All right.
That's good to hear. I did a replay today. I believe you were still in Chicago yesterday when you talked about Larry Reid doing voodoo, or uh, you had mentioned the Armand Wiggins and the conversation he had about transgender pretty much replacing natural women. I think that was yesterday. I first wanted to say that I so wish I would have caught the live because I really wanted to come in on there, and I was looking all over YouTube to see if anybody gave any constructive criticism of him choosing to do that. And you were the only person that I saw that had enough guts to address the hypocrisy of Armand Wiggins. So I thank you for that. I am a natural born woman. It's very offensive for him to have those type of topics and dialects the way that he did it. He allowed numerous amounts of people in the LGBT community to come up and make their points, kept them on the panel longer, allowed them to go back in history to prove their points. Every time a black woman tried to go back in history, prove her points, he would cut them off and say, "Oh, I feel like you're gonna go down some type of history," or he just wouldn't let it come in. And I don't know if we have any Armand Wiggin listeners here on your panel, but I really would like them to know I, for one, unsubscribed. I am done with him. He does not get to disrespect the sweat, hard work, blood, and tears that black women have put in, and green light and gaslight and just disrespect us the way he did. He was extremely disrespectful. He was extremely inconsiderate. He is a hypocrite. It is safe to say, I know he has tried to revive himself since the OG comment. It is safe 100% to say black women, if you are on this panel and you listen to Armand Wiggins, he is dangerous for our community. He does not like black women at all. You I'm gonna tell you how I know that this man has a problem with black women. When he put the pictures up comparing how the current influencers and rap girls look like the transgender, he didn't put up one picture of Kim or Khloe Kardashian. He refused to push the narrative away from, oh, all these black women. It was just all about these black women. He acts as if, I don't know if he has mom issues. I don't know. I can't speak to it, but it's something with this fella that he just does not care too much for African American women, number one. And he does not care for a woman who was a natural born woman. Him and the panel kept trying to get the natural born women to agree to say that they are cisgendered women just because as of 2015 the dictionary said there, oh, it's the new wave. Y'all need to get with it. Blah blah this, blah blah that. Y'all talking our lingo. I remember being a little girl and watching 227 and Sandra Clark, baby. She was talking in what they call gay lingo to me back then. I don't know if it's were any others prior to her that were speaking in that tone, but I can remember as far back as being in the seventh grade, going to junior high school, and me and my friends, Bubba and Poochie, we would say, "What's up, Miss Kalachi, bitch?" So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I was just trying to make a point. I don't I don't know, but I just want to wrap it up and say this. He says that like basically black women just want to hire the LGBT to fix us up and give us our fashion, and then once we get the fashion from them, then it's just oh well. And that is not true at all because I don't see white heterosexual men inviting and sitting y'all at the table. I don't even see black heterosexual men sitting you guys at the table. Why is your argument not with the very thing that you are, and that's a black man or just a man, period? Because had it not been for black women hiring you guys as our makeup artists, hairdressers, and stylers, you would not have a seat at the table. It is us, women across the board, not just black women, but women, period, who says, hey, we're not going to listen to the homophobia. We're not going to listen to you tell us we can bring our own makeup and hair in here and it has to be some heterosexual creature. I happen to like the way this LGBTQIA person does this fashion thing, and I'm bringing them with me. If you're uncomfortable by them being here, you're just going to have to figure it out. If you want me for the job or not, but this is my hair and makeup and my stylist. He didn't give us credit for nothing. Just said that we just use LGBTQIA to just basically fix us up, and then once we get fixed up, then we just done. We just don't have anything else for the community, which that is not true. He kept trying to make a point that we are somehow mad because they say things like, and I could take your baby daddy. I'm a woman, baby. Let me tell you something. And I have a best friend since first grade that is gay. And his family tried to pretend like he wasn't gay the whole time he was. And I purposely keep my friend around in circles before my husband came home from doing time when I did used to go out, because any club that he's comfortable going to that's supposed to be a heterosexual club, I know it's some down low brothers in there. So as far as him thinking that all black women are somehow intimidated by LGBTQIA, that's simply not true. I love my gay friend. He keeps me on game. He lets me know, hey, when I was still dating, you probably don't want to go that way. So for him to say like it was some type of competition because we mad they can screw our dudes, and I love how you brung it full circle and brought it home when I watched your replay the other day, because you were in conjunction with what another caller was saying. She was saying if a straight man sleeps with a transgender woman, that man is gay, and he kept trying to tell her no. And I love how you summed it up and you said when straight men are messing with these transgenders, they're usually being poked by the transgender because they are gay themselves. So I hope that lady who was on that panel, I hope she's one of your listeners and she heard someone within the community bring her point home, because you guys were basically saying the same thing. I initially called your show doing Tasha K, and I said something about Armand, and you told me to just, well, maybe you should go over there and express it. I'm the lady that used to call my babies with the background, talking whatever, and smoke detectors. And since then, I've continued to watch you, and I did do what you said do, and I did go over there with an open mind, and I did give that brother a chance, but I just cannot do it with him. He does not like black women. He thinks he is above the other YouTube community when he is not. He, for some reason, he wants a natural born woman to step down and take a seat in the back and say the transgender is the new woman, and it's very despicable of him. But to wrap it up, thank you for being one of the only commentary content creators who had enough gutsy about yourself to come out and check that brother. Thank you, because he was flat out wrong. And I hope every Black woman unsubscribes to him. Now he is dangerous to Black women. Thank you, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. The number is 972-674-9462. That is the number 972-674-9462. The number is on the screen. If you're calling in, the number is on the screen, 972-674-9462. If you're willing to call in. But yes, I did make a video about that. Yes, I did respond to that because I had to. Okay. Hey, you're live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good.
That's great. Definitely, I want to give you condolences about your grandmother. I did listen to you say that you had, went to her. I want to give you congratulations. For your grandmother.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm thinking about something else. I meant congratulations for her birthday. I'm sorry. First of all, I want to say, go ahead, Bishop Whitehead. We wish you the best, sir. Bishop Whitehead. We definitely wish you success in your legal, hopefully it will be your legal, his victories, legal victories, I'll say. Wiley, I want to comment on something back about 2 weeks ago. You had a gay couple on. The guy was masculine, and he had a daughter.
Yeah.
And he had a lover. Do you remember that segment?
Yeah, you talk about Melvante and his boyfriend. His fiance is bisexual, got children. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Here's what I want to say about that. To me, that really did bother me with him saying that he had a daughter, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because now that child is going to grow up in school. And she's going to be picked on once they find out that that guy is being poked and all of that by, he's in love with another man. I mean, it's just, to me, women better start using a level of discernment with these guys out here. Just because somebody is good looking, you need to do your due diligence, do your homework, and find out exactly who they're sleeping with when you're not around, because I felt so bad for the child. That's my point. I felt so bad for the child. Now, I also want to say, piggyback on what the lady said a few moments ago. Listen, Black women, I have said this over and over and over again. Black women, you all need to use a level of discretion when you get with or start dealing with certain gay people. I'm gay myself, and I can truly tell you, not all gays like Black women at all. They come from you, but that doesn't mean that they care anything about you. And this is the reality. I'm sorry that you have to hear this from somebody that is gay. But it is what it is. And I just listened to the lady that called in front of me, and she was hurt by what she was hearing that the other YouTuber was saying. But this is the reality now. They view you all as they view women, Black women, as their competition. I mean, you can sit here and smile and kiki and KK with them and get the tea, girl, and all this. But at the end of the day, baby, they view you as competition. And I see them, how a lot of them, the Black women, talk about how good the trans look and how this and that. But baby, you don't understand what you're doing. You're giving away your space, darling. You are giving away your space, your energy. Stay in your lane. You are a female. There's nothing nobody can take from you, baby. There's nothing nobody can take from you. You are the real deal, okay? I just want to say that to women, and stop getting on these platforms arguing with these gays and trying to let people you argue with them, telling them that you ain't no sis. You know you're not that. Stand your ground. You know who you are. We came from you all. We came from Black women. So therefore, please do not give your energy and your space to these people that are very detrimental to your mental space as well. So I just want you to understand that this is an agenda. And yes, I said it. It is an agenda. It's all in the schools. It's everywhere. You already have people that are doing YouTube panels and having the other type of, what they said are the other type of women, having them on there and speaking as if they are a real biological woman on subjects that should be spoken with biological women only. So I'm just saying, recognize what's going on. You have to know what's going on. You are almost being replaced. And if you keep allowing this, you will be replaced. So don't argue with nobody. Stand your ground. You are a woman, heterosexual woman. You don't need no sis onto your name. Okay? Wiley, thank you for taking my call.
Thank you.
I appreciate you for listening, but have a good night, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay.
Bye-bye.
There was one more person that I don't know if let me call them back because they left me a voicemail. Let me see. Let me call them back. And then I'm just calling in, like people are calling in, giving their thoughts on stuff. It's so amazing. Okay, let me call her. Let me see. I mean, if I call them already, if they call it in already, but I'm just seeing.
Hello?
Hello, you live on the Wiley Show. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Okay, so I just wanted to piggyback off of not only what the previous caller just said, but I think two callers before her talking about the topic that Amon was talking about real women competing with trans women. And I just wanted to add, I'm a real woman, natural born woman. And I just wanted to say that I didn't even know that that was a thing. In fact, I don't think a lot of natural born women know that trans women think that they're the next new woman. We don't even know that that's a thing. That's something that they're bringing up and talking about. I have not heard a real woman on a talk show or even a YouTube show talking about that topic unless they were piggybacking off of the Armand topic. We didn't even know that that was a thing. And I know for me, as far as being a natural born woman, I just hope women, real women, understand that, and I want to let the trans women know, and this is not just being disrespectful at all, with all due respect, there is no competition, period. There is no competition. A trans woman can never compete with a real woman. You just can't. As far as looks is concerned, you might be able to. As far as surgeries are concerned, you might be able to. But as far as the essence of a true life giver, a woman, as far as the caregiving and the touch and the heart and the spirit and the natural nurturing of a woman, you can never be unless you were born a natural woman. You don't have the estrogen. You don't have the heart of a woman. You won't even say the things that a real natural woman would say when there's time when you need to uplift your man or even uplift your children or when it's time to console someone. All of that comes from the soul, the energetic soul level of a natural woman. And so there's no comparison in that. A natural woman can give birth, can give life, produce male and female. And then when she does that, can nurture it by breastfeeding from the milk that her body makes. And then give the baby the nurturing and the love that the baby needs to grow on. A trans woman can't do all that. So there, with all due respect, there is no competition. It may be on a physical level. It may be on a surgical level. But on an energetic level, on a soul level, in the heart, as far as carrying a uterus, it will never be. There's no comparison at all. I just wanted to say that.
Thank you so very much for your support and for giving your input on this matter. And I agree with you. As there is no comparison of what a real woman go through. They will always be the leader in this because they were born with it. This is a birth.
Exactly. And it's no disrespect to the trans women. Trans women, you have your lane. There are men that are attracted to you, and that's good. There's men that are attracted to you. You deserve to have the life that you want. You feel like you have feminine energy, and that's fine. Display it all you want. But be clear, know, and understand that there is not a comparison.
Not a comparison. Thank you, sis.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, the number is on the screen, you guys. Appreciate y'all for the matter of that, for calling in and giving y'all thoughts. And I love the fact that you all were giving a point across. Thank y'all so very much for that, because y'all making the show go to another level by responding and having dialogue. Now, I know a lot of y'all were saying, well, why are they calling about that topic? Because we did do a response. I think I did it real late. And so now people are able to call in. So that's why we're going to make our shows a little bit earlier, so more and more people can call in to give their thoughts. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When times get hard, always remember to please put God first. This is a number on there. So if you have any topics on your favorite celebrities that you want me to discuss, that number is 972-674-9462. If you would like to contribute to our show and send a Cash App, you're more than welcome to, as Cash App $ Marquise Wiley 28. That is that. And also we do have a PO Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. If you want to be added to the text list, you can text Wiley in your phone, just Wiley, in the text box to 888-534-4939. Also, we on Clubhouse on Monday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's me and Don. We talked about real estate, and we discussed real estate all over there. And that, our room, I'm going to definitely send y'all that. And that is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to drop the Clubhouse. All the Clubhouse rooms that we do talking about real estate is recorded. You can always go and catch the replay about if you're trying to get into wholesaling, if you're trying to become a first-time home buyer, and bring your questions, because Don is he is a real estate agent as well. We do a lot of other things in real estate, and we just don't talk about real estate. We talk about religion, politics, and other things as well. And that is the Clubhouse and link if you want to join the room and catch the replay. We do send out the text anytime we go live on Clubhouse. We send out the text as well. Now, also, we will be doing a members only. I was gonna do it this week because I'm gonna do the members only on Friday. No. On Saturday. I'm gonna do the members only on Saturday. So Saturday, because that's like a slow news day. We're doing the members only on Saturday. So if y'all want to do that members only, join, or the members in Patreon, join right now for $5. We're doing the members only on this Saturday, where we're gonna do some content. Our series is gonna start in March, entitled "I'm Not Your Secret, I'm Your Son." We're gonna start part 1 in the month of March. So that's going to go for our members, for our Patreon. That's a new series that we're doing. I will thank y'all so very much for y'all support, for coming in. Please subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed, we'll be back. We will restream this on tomorrow at probably like 3 o'clock. We're going to restream this so y'all can just catch this as the replay. If you missed it, thank you all so very much. We will see y'all in the next episode. Peace.